making art, presenting art, creating works is about sort of making those connections, adding to those conversations, and creating something that speaks beyond sort of just the materials themselves or the actions themselves. So often I want to work with rocks and work with them in the way that they are worked and unworked. So you can see the history of the rocks as far as their own experiences, but then I work into that conversation, my carving of the rocks, so that there's a glint or of how I enter that conversation. So, for the rocks that I have now, the rocks for this project, it's a glaciated erratic. It's a rock that has been worn down by glaciers, either through rolling underneath or the rivers that flow under them. They basically this rock has had a long life and has moved and traveled and has experienced things well beyond us. We are just a small little glint into its existence. And to think about these rocks also in a sense that this is their solid state. This is the state that we recognize them in. But to imagine that these rocks were once in the ground, once below the ground, once actually liquid, actually what we call lava, molten, that it actually was like water before. It has a history, that it has a memory of being liquid. And so having that relationship in that discussion with water, glacial flow, erosion, rivers washing against it, wearing it down, that is only a small part of its long conversation that is so millions of years old that, I'm just trying to add to that conversation. And that conversation is more about us, our industry, our changing of the landscape, and how we exist on this landscape. Yeah, I'll stop there for a moment.